It has been a frustrating morning. Let me tell you why. I've been working on the Porsche 914 all morning. Haven't been recording any of it. That's part of the story, but I'll get to that in a second. The wideband O2 sensor, for some reason, has been outputting full lean no matter what I do. And of course, me with my tiny little brain, I'm not figuring it out right, and it's because the exhaust runner is too short. I struggled with stuff for like 2 hours trying to get it to work, and couldn't really figure anything out, and I'm almost positive it's the exhaust runner being too short, so therefore ambient air is getting sucked back in, and the O2 sensor is reading some of that and causing it to read lean. So I have all of the new tubing I need in order to make a new exhaust, so that's what we're going to be doing. Now let me get to why else it's been frustrating. Let's see, I went to film this about 45 minutes ago. That train is also frustrating me. Went to film this about 45 minutes ago, turn on the camera, get everything ready, hit record, no card in the camera. Damn it. So go out to my car, there's usually a card or two in there. Is this train for real? Go out to my car, there's usually a card in there. Find one, and it's just a small one, like a 16 gig, but you know, I'll make it work. I'll just keep the clip short. Put it in the camera, and the camera says needs to be formatted. I'm like, whatever, I probably added in something else. It was formatted in a different format. I'll just format it. It's been in there so long, I don't even care if it has stuff on it. I obviously didn't miss it. Go to format it, unable to format card. Awesome. So, just got back, bought another card instead of going home just because it's quicker and closer. And I have all the tubing for the exhaust. So let's do some exhaust work. I'm excited to do that because I like fabricating, get to do some Pike Cuts and stuff. I haven't really decided what my plan is for the exhaust, if I'm going to run dual out the back. I'm going to go out the back, I got a muffler and stuff, but I haven't decided if I'm doing dual out the back or single yet, but we'll see. Train once again. Yeah, let me go get all that stuff from the car. Like I said, I'm going with a smaller diameter just to quiet it down a bit, and it doesn't need to be quite so big if I'm running one from each head. I've got bigger diameter tubing just in case I do decide to join them together. At one point I've got a collector as well. But I'm just going to start with chopping the flanges off of these and making essentially the down bit off of the head itself. All that good stuff. I know I said this thing sucks, but let's see if I can make it work. I'm running out of flap discs and I don't want to have to go get any more, so I'm gonna try to avoid using them for a minute. Alright, got the flange all cleaned up. Now I'm gonna go put it on the car and mark which way is exactly forwards and which way is exactly backwards. Thought my face was dirty. There's the train again. So that I can decide where to... That train ruins my train of thought. Ha! No, so I can decide where to come back and how to do it all. I'm also just gonna sit under there and try to come up with some ideas for how to do the exhaust. I'd like them to come together. I don't really want to run dual exhaust. Just so I can run one muffler and stuff, basically. But yeah, I'm gonna go check it out. So I came up with an idea to do a single exhaust. I'm not gonna explain it because I'm just gonna do a horrible job of explaining it. If you want to see what it looks like, just watch the video or skip ahead. But it's gonna be single exhaust, come out in the back. 1 3/4 as far back as I can go. Oh. And then 2 1/4 out total. So I'm gonna get started on this guy. That's perfect, that's the exact size of the port. But I'm gonna do a couple of pike cuts. It's gonna go straight back off of both heads, then go together, and then out. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm doing pike cuts for my bends because I don't have bent tubing, and it's sort of fun to do. I did it for the first time the other day. If you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, link in the description. I posted a picture of the first pike cuts I ever did. It's for a downpipe I built for an SRT4. But I am doing a 90-degree curve, which it's going to take 6 sections of 15 degrees. So yeah, if you guys don't know what pike cuts are, or you don't know how to do them and you want to know how to do them, put a link in the card right now. There's a really good video by the, who is it? Oh, it's the Fabrication series, that channel. He's got a great video on how to do pike cuts, so check him out. I'm not going to do a video on how to make them yet, or ever. I'm not confident enough in my skills to be doing that, but I am confident enough to ruin my own car, so yeah, let's get to it. Alright, now that this... well, just gotta weld it back on. I mean, the tackle was a little bit more substantial that time. Now that this is all together, I'm gonna go throw it on the car and check for fitment and everything. So, this piece fits exactly how I want it to. I built this to go on just like that, to turn it 30 degrees that way now, that it's 90 out, so then I can get a straight section. Let me see, there we go, there you can see it, straight section, and go off of there, and go towards the middle of the car. This is the passenger side header, so go towards the middle of the car where it will meet the other one. I'm making them equal length, so I could make them like a traditional Subaru header, but I want them to be equal length so I don't get that annoying Subaru noise. So that's why they're going to meet in the middle of the car underneath the transmission. I'm going to put a flange right there, right after they go in the collector, and then the collector will go straight into the muffler. So here is what one half of the header looks like. The other half is going to be attached to here and come out and do the same exact thing so that they're equal length. The way that it's set up, this collector is perfectly centered underneath the transmission, and everything tucks up nice and tight so it's not too low to the ground. I did not buy enough 1 1/4 inch tubing, or 1 3/4 inch, so this is all I have left, so I gotta go to the parts store like usual and go get some more to make the driver's side. But flange is gonna get thrown on the back of this collector, and then it's gonna get routed up and into a muffler. And then I can decide where to put the oxygen sensor in this setup, probably somewhere down here. But luckily then it will work, and then I can actually get tuning, hopefully. I keep saying that, but then stuff keeps coming up. So let's head to the parts store. So I'm on just a roll of messing stuff up today. I just recorded this twice, once with the camera off, or with the camera not recording, second time with the mic off. But what I was saying those first 2 times is I got back from the parts store, I bought some parts, I cut out a bunch of pie cuts to match what I just did. I also purchased some flanges, but they didn't have everything I needed, so they'll have that in about an hour. By the time I'm done welding all this stuff together, hopefully they will be done, or hopefully it'll be there so I can go and pick it up. So right now I'm just going to start assembling this side, making sure everything fits and lines up right, and then I can just go get that extra length of exhaust tubing to do that one long runner that goes to the collector. Let's go. Didn't screw it up this time. Got the rest of my tubing. It is cut down to length. I'm now going to actually weld it together on the car. Well, at least tack it in there on the car and then pull it off. My reasoning for that is just so that all the fitment is perfect. If I don't do it on the car, then it might come out a little bit tweaked, but if it's on the car, then there's no problem with that. So I'm going to roll the welder over there and tack it on. So of course a couple of my tack welds broke when I was taking it off, but I'm going to tack it back together a little bit stronger, go make sure the fitment is okay still, and then I can weld it all together and weld the flange on and then get working on the muffler side of things. Wow, I'm dirty. I've just been working away on this thing. I got it all the way welded up, which took me like 12 hours, obviously. And then I got this bung welded in for the oxygen sensor, so it's after they join up, right before the flange. And then I also made that. So this is the flange, just 90 degrees into the muffler, and then that's just going to dump right behind the rear wheel. So now it is time that I bolt this in, I guess for the final time before I can like start it and test it. And then I need to bolt that in so I can bolt this in so that I put a hanger on it, just a little simple one, and so I can weld the hanger onto the car so that it doesn't put all the force right on this flange. So let's go bolt this guy in. By the way, it is absolutely dark in here. Need lighting bad. If anyone wants to be a light sponsor, hit me up. That is really hard without a hanger. You know, honestly, it almost doesn't even need a hanger. Let's see if you guys can see. So that's how it sits, just under the rear bumper. I made it to where that header, obviously you can't see much, but that header just ends right there, right in the middle. So for future, if I want to make a different muffler, which I will probably want to tuck it up inside a little bit tighter, better looking, this is a cheap and sort of quick solution so I can get tuning. I can easily do that. So I'm still, you know, honestly, it is actually super solid. I'll still do it, I'm just gonna do it later, is what I'm gonna tell you. So maybe it won't ever happen. But yeah, I think it's time to get this thing down on the ground, because I think we definitely need to hear what this thing sounds like before ending the video. It's like the most important part. Here, I want to show it to you guys on the ground. Dang, I listen to your comments, guys. I know that sometimes you can't see stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, Instagram plug. Go follow my Instagram again. There we go. So that's what it looks like from behind. You can see the header down there. So it's got pretty decent clearance. It's the lowest thing, which is good because that'll scrape before anything else. It looks pretty good hanging out the back too. Not too bad. Why am I so out of breath? Let's start this thing. Dang, it looks good from that angle. Holy crap. And I almost forgot. The whole reason we are doing this is to make the wideband work correctly. If I revved it up enough, it would work. But basically anywhere but wide open throttle wasn't working. So, we should probably check and see if that works. Let me pull the belt off and we'll try it again. Can't hear anything over that thing. It is horrible. Okay, belt is off. Door is open. We are recording. I want to get my computer up before I start it again. Wideband is on. My computer's throwing a fit. One moment. Alright, well, computer isn't working, so we're doing it without the computer. I don't know about you guys, but I think it sounds really good. I don't love the sound of Subarus, and that was one thing with this car, is I never wanted it to sound like a Subaru. The rumble noise, you know, it's all overrated, and it really doesn't sound that good in my opinion. This sounds really good. I don't even know what to compare it to. It sounds actually similar to the original engine, which is not surprising because they're both flat fours with similar exhaust setups, so. But it is way better sounding in the intake noise because the intake is right behind your head. Oh my gosh, it sounds so gnarly. So I'm so stoked to be driving this thing. I'm so much closer and so dirty from working all day. So I'm ending this video finally. Started out with frustration, ended with a lot of satisfaction because the car revs now. All I did, I know a bunch of you guys are asking about like in-depth videos on tuning. All I've messed with on the map so far is I've changed the acceleration enrichment from throttle position sensor based to map based temporarily, just so that I can rev it and stuff. I don't have since I don't have my volumetric efficiency tables made up yet. I don't want to be messing with that wow, I'm tired. Acceleration enrichment tables or anything with the TPS, because it's just a waste of time. If I put it to map, it'll let it rev and everything, so there's my reasoning for that. I will be making videos on all the tuning and stuff. I know a lot of you guys are looking forward to that. But yeah, that is where I'm going to end it for tonight. I look like an absolute mess. I need to go shower and go to sleep and eat and stuff. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like this video if you liked it. Let me know what you think of the exhaust noise. I think it sounds pretty killer. And I'm actually sort of happy that it's not that loud. And if I want to make it loud, it's really simple. I just have to make a quick street pipe. Take me like an hour. So that is all good. Make sure you subscribe if you like this. We'll be driving this soon, and if you have any interest in tuning aspects of a Mega Squirt or anything like that, then make sure to subscribe, because those videos will be coming up soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.